Welcome again, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving from Jerry's Old Guy Review, Jerry, Miss Diane, and the crew. I hope everybody had food babies and wore their sweatpants. So, this week, I've been a little laxed at making videos, and I'm going to explain the new procedure to everybody. Something I don't want to let you guys down, but I have to just cut down on some things. But we'll talk about that after we talk about my biggest hindrance right now to painting, to driving, to enjoying life in the workshop. As you can hear, the heater's running. Hey Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's minus 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of minus 33 degrees.
Pretty much been the standard for the last 2 weeks. Haven't been able to get out to drive, but I have thought about it because what a test for the big guy. Run around minus 30. Hey Axial, shoot me an email if you want me to do such things. You know, just so we can talk about, covering any broken things possibly. It can happen. But other than the cold, I'm going to owe everyone a video on detailing the truck out, which the big SCX6, which isn't done yet. But you may notice the top is a different color because I went old school. So I still haven't finished because the workshop is okay to work in, but we're averaging about 50 degrees. And as you can hear, the heater just keeps working to keep it just at 50 degrees. So I'm gonna have to crank that sucker up to finish my paint. And I've still got the running boards, the bumpers. I gotta finish detailing my letters. But once again, took what I had and just made the whole thing look different. But we'll cover that in the video. As for the new videos, I am going to have no schedule. Right now I'm looking at about 3.5 to 4 hours, if I'm lucky, of at-home time at the end of the day. So, I still have to get in my wifely duties of making dinner and whatnot for my wife. But the weekends are kind of sporadic. I have to work a lot of weekends now. They just kind of come up. So hopefully that is supposed to start settling down here in the next month. So looking to the end of the year, Let It Fly is not going to be any kind of regularity. If I get the weekend off, I'm going to make it. If I don't get the weekend off, then I'm not going to do it. Because, I try to do it Friday or Saturday, and then I can get, some RCing in, or, actually it's been more of house stuff to do. This weather jumped in on us. And it's funny to know, I've been talking to a fella in Norway, Mr. Where'd he go? I got him written down because this is a hell of a shout out this week. Where did he go? Oh, RC Jan 56 is in Norway. He also enjoys 8 months of winter. And I need to ask him if his got here as quick as mine got there this year. We don't even have enough snow on the ground to insulate for as cold as it's gotten so quick. So hopefully no problems with pipes or whatnot. That is the biggest thing in Alaska. We pray for the deep snow to hit and You know, we might have a foot or two on the ground right now, that's it. So I've been trying to keep up on my course trails, but even then, it barely gets above zero. Snows a ton while I'm at work, and then I come home and it's already 10 below. So getting out there at night with my headlamp on, it's just been sucking. And then the only time I have daylight to work with is a Saturday or a Sunday. Like this weekend, yesterday was all cleaning. You know, the wife and I just trying to enjoy some relaxing time, but still get a little bit done. So we were kind of tag teaming things. But moving on from my woes, I don't have any new products because I have been, as I said, slacking. So I haven't really kept track of, other than the MST Land Rover, should be available now at RC stores, but you know, MST, for those of you that may be name brand orientated, you know, give MST a shot. The design and engineering, yeah, they're still using motor on axle, but motor on axle does have its advantages with today's trucks. You know, it's one less thing, without a panhard mount, it's one less thing to break. So, you know, try out the MST. I'm actually been kicking around the fact of getting some small scale, just little whip around trucks, you know, like something in 1/18 scale or something. So that was actually a Thanksgiving Day topic when I was working for 7 hours. But it was the first time in almost 30 years that I had to work on a holiday, so I said, yeah, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. But it came up about there are so many nice looking 18 scale vehicles that I was looking at, you know, Traxxas used to make that 1/16 Slash, and they still make the Revo and the Summit, but not the Slash, so I don't understand. That would be a sweet little rig to whip around. You know, say in a big warehouse like environment, if it was devoid of people, some of you may figure out what I'm talking about. But also getting back to RC Jan 56. HG trucks. For all of you who follow the channel, you know, I don't generally start tearing things apart unless something breaks. And a lot of you have been asking me about on the HG models about swapping out the electronics and the speed controls, and you know, do the lights still work? Can you make the lights work with it? You know, I haven't experimented with that, so I don't feel comfortable in giving you just guesstimations. So for those of you who have been asking about the HG models, go see my buddy Ron at That's My RC and throw your comments to him, because he also has the HG models and he lives for electronics and making his own lights and rigging his own stuff up. So other than just normal kind of questions, you know, about the stock electronics, you know, go see Ron at That's My RC. And, you know, I'll put a link down in the bottom for you guys, you know, because Ron is a crazy mad scientist. And he does some crazy things, so don't only ask him about your problem, you check out his videos and see the evil genius that he is when it comes to RC, because he is fabulous. So moving on to that, I've also had questions about Keanu updates. For those of you who are new, Keanu was a buddy of mine who I gave him a truck to get him into RC. Now, at the time, the truck was a completely stock Slash that had never been abused in its life, was just running the stock brushless system, and it was only ever been ran on nickel metal, on 5,000 milliamp nickel metal batteries, which in a Slash was still screaming fun. Well, of course, not to leave things alone, because I wouldn't have expected it from my little buddy Keanu. He went right to LiPo batteries, and of course, my good buddy Jeremy over at Arctic Wings RC in North Pole, Alaska, hooked him up with some 3S? Yes, 3S. Keanu has broken almost every part of this truck to this point, where it has a new body, it has a new drivetrain, it has new aluminum A-arms, because in the world of RC, if we broke it driving fast, obviously it needs aluminum. So, throwing plenty of business at my local hobby shop by hooking up a buddy with a truck. He's also giving business to Amazon. And of course, there you go, Amazon specials. The A-arms bent. Put them in a vise, straighten them out, right back at it. That man is die hard. He is not going to let anything stop him with the Slash. So there's your update. There's Keanu. He's broken everything. And I expected nothing less. So that covers the Keanu update. Now, more of an update. Starting next month, I'm not sure which day. Maybe I'll start it on the 1st. I just have to work out the details of how it's going to go, because we are going to have another Christmas giveaway. And he doesn't know it, but this one is sponsored by me and Jeremy at Arctic Wings RC. He doesn't know that he gave me something to help give away for Christmas, but he did. And I have saved it for just this situation. I haven't worked out how, I like to do, not just put it in a grab bag. I have got Miss Diane, Miss Shannon, and Miss Caitlin. I think this year it's not going to be Miss Diane. It's going to be Miss Caitlin, my grandbaby. And I'm going to try to make sure that she is more involved to be on the video where we give the truck away. Oops! What did I say? I mean the Christmas giveaway thing, item that is RC related. And have my grandbaby on the YouTube. Now, you'll be shocked that my grandbaby's only 11 years old if you see her. But I am going to try to come up with something that this one's going to involve the emails. So I'll have the email posted for all the Christmas videos so we can get it and we can go through them, we can read them, and then we can confab. Just me and my little baby. My little tiny baby. So as for that, that's about it. I have been slacking. But I guess there is one more, because one thing when I started this channel that I did not take into account was the 8 months of winter. And last year I got to do a bunch of driving because I had the Versus Challenge little course. But this year I'm going to take the Versus Challenge course part that we were using, and I'm going to interlock it with another level, and then try to have a third level I have to pick up. I've already been tinkering with it. I just need to come up with a few more pieces to build something. so that we'll have 3 different levels all in the same obstacle that you can go from 2 different directions. And I just have to finish making the main obstacle. I've got the versus part of it. So I've got another board to do something with. And I haven't come up with what that board's going to be, but there's going to be a center landing. And it'll also be so I can drive when it's... Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's minus 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight,
When it's
expect
minus
a low of
33,
minus 33 degrees.
I will be able to drive in the garage. I mean the workshop. Wow. I'm terrible today. So that'll be something. That'll be another, interactive kind of thing where I'll probably let you guys pick what the challenge is and pick which vehicles go against each other. Because I really had fun. The Versus Challenge wasn't huge for the channel, but it was huge for me, and it was huge for quite a few of you who got involved with it. And it was exciting to me too. I really liked, you guys picking and running the trucks against each other. It was just, the whole thing was fun. So with that, being that it's Thanksgiving weekend, let's get to my massive list of shout-outs. So not only for Thanksgiving, but for me, thanking you. I am so glad that you stopped in, that so many of you subscribed, so many of you left me comments that we could interact to each other. It was great. So the shout-outs: RC Jan 56, Tachyon driver, Rig Hassan, Underground Chassis Works, Paul Pittman, Cliff Campbell, Mario Postman, Tim Johnson, Murray M. Potts, Quad Crazy Keith. He was calling me out that for the video with the SCX6, I'd only run 8 battery packs through it. Called it a mall crawler. I totally agree. Michael Morgan, Richard C., RC Crawl, High in Laskin. Yeah, that's Keanu. Steve RC, Carlo Shunez, Ricky 1968, codename The Cleaner, Make It Happen, RC Playtime, Dalton Cosman, another Alaskan, who wants to make sure I take the SCX6 down to his favorite place mod on a river. I don't think we have to worry about it right now. JCRC, DGL, Richard Rose, Giordano Bulmus, Eddie L. Treviso, MB Jellybean 44, CK Hobby Shop, Toasty. Every one of you, thank you for stopping by and commenting so I could talk back and forth with you. I'm glad I helped a bunch of you out. For the few of you I couldn't directly help out, I apologize. But I am not as great as I tell everyone I am. But on that, on the end of this note, is those of us that have channels just got our updated terms of service from the YouTube. And guess what? Freedom of speech is dead. Just to throw it out there, no matter what I may or may not experience for real in my life or discussed with a medical professional or a gun specialist or a EMT, anything that does not meet the narrative of the United States government right now is banned from talking about. So we will not be discussing the China flu ever again, because everything that I've said is against the narrative and is banned. So, just letting you know, I will make sure to never directly say anything about it again, but indirectly I will say it all the time, because I have seen and heard and talked to people myself, real live people, not statistics. So on that note, next video, hopefully it'll get a little warmer next week, and I'll get some driving in, get some detailing done, basically get anything done with RC. But strangely enough, I'm enjoying myself and my work right now enough that I don't need the RC escape right at the moment. So just spending a little bit of, special time with my special boy is enough right now. So once again, from me, the family, the crew who was not even out here again, my old man Dale, he's another time consumer. He's still holding on, and he gets special daddy time like he was getting. Are you sleeping now? Oh man, he is out. So once again, from all of us, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks to all of you that reached out to me worrying about me again. Just so you know, it's a clause in my will that my wife has to come on here and tell everyone if something happened to me. So we're covered. Until next time, see ya.